And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Let's get to it. Let's power this all down, turn everything off, and go to a brand new day as we are making good money right now, which is pretty good. Do do do. Do 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 do. Go to work. Do 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 do. So there's our empty tower, but let's do the repairs first. And one of these guys, two of these guys want very specific cabling, so we need to be slight. Oh, wait, I think all three of them wanted cabling. I think it was two of them. So we need to check that out before we get too started here. Anyway, yoink, we'll buy. These are both totally working. We don't want totally working. Hey, look at that, more money. Yes, more money for the horde. Sorry, I got a little excited there. All right, back to what we were doing. Let's see. Benchmarking, plastic black cables, braided dark gray. Okay, so open sesame. Cables, braided dark gray. All right, and then he needs a new motherboard. So most of this has to get unplugged anyway. So, whoop, I didn't mean to take the back off, but I did. So nothing's plugged into the power supply. Unlock a lot of this stuff here. Yoink, 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 and yoink. Alright, let's put this back piece on before I forget. And then both the motherboards are the same, let's just put them in. Do. And then let's put in all of his parts. Processor. Cooling. And card. Let's plug it all back in. Make sure it boots to the right computer, because we've had that problem a couple times, or boots to the right hard drive. Alright, so let's run virus scan and 3D mark. And we're going to make sure the RAM is set right as well. Not that we need to, but you know what? It's like I said, guys. It's a good habit to get into. You never know when that's going to be a requirement. And be like, well, you know, when I sent the computer and it was at the right RAM setting. Alright. And you, sir, needed black plastic cables. Do the scan! Oof, riddled with prawn. Boop! And of course, we'll double check. Black plastic. Okay. So this guy... AX3... He had a motherboard problem as well. Unplug all the goodies. And we need to unplug pretty much everything from the power supply. Alright. Remove you. Hopefully it is correct that it's a motherboard problem, and it is. Could have been a combination of a few things, I guess, but it's good that it was just that. And then we need to put in all of his parts. And now I don't care, just put them in. It's not aesthetically the same. Nobody cares! Okay, so it's going to be this one. We do have the right cables. Loose plain black. Believe so. The problem is some of these look the same. Check the RAM. Scanner. God, they're both mechanical and they're both slow as shit. Alright, this one's done. This guy had a RAM and motherboard replacement, but doesn't care about the cables. Man of performance, not looks. Put that in. Run the scan. Prawn free and proud. Run that. Alright. Put that in there, and we need to put his cooling unit, which I still wish they'd fix that. Like, if it's something that belongs to them, you should put it back in there. But for some reason, they don't set it up that way. I don't quite get it. But it's something that kind of just it rubs me the wrong way, as in, like, why don't you actually put that little fix in there? Same with the jumping of the screen when you sell something, you know. Just because I sell something doesn't mean I want to jump back to the top of the screen. But again, those are small oversights for a game that's actually somewhat therapeutic for me. Even though sometimes I get pissed off at it. Okay, slow-ass hard drive, now that we know. And go over here. This is going to be a sole sellable rig that we're doing. Alright, looks good. I have room for 2. I know we don't have room for more than that. Run the scan. And benchmark it. Alright. Let's put in a big cooler. Since we're going to go big, we may as well. Power supply. Let's go with the big one. Get out of there. We can try to dual card if we can. 9756, this guy is done. We might hit level 16 from these 3 jobs. I doubt it, but we might. Be nice if we did. Power down. Alright. Memory. I don't think we can put in both of these, but we'll sure as I'll try. Nope. And that 4 gig 2400 is pretty abysmal, so we'll get rid of it. And just in general, we have so much used stuff, it just doesn't make sense to sit on it. 8 gig 36, 16 gig 32. So let's put in the 16 gig 32 then. It's not the best hard drive in the world, but it'll work. So we can put 2 of these in. Let's just do it. I don't think we could do much better than this. Let me, hold on. Actually, yeah, we can. We have case fans, but there's really nowhere to put them, so... Set this up. Boom. Alright. This one should be done. Nice. Now we're going to put GPU tuner on that guy because we should arguably have some room to play with. I didn't check the wattage, but... So once it's booted up and we get the software on, I'm going to take one of those cards out and check them really quick. Check the Check the wattage on it just to see. Because if the wattage is actually pretty good, I have a feeling that we won't need to... if the wattage isn't very good, if the wattage on the cards is not good, my internal thought process on this is that we shouldn't try to jack up the performance. But if the wattage is pretty good, in the under 200 watts, then I think we should fiddle around with the GPU tuner. But we won't know that until we start doing it. And I do want to get this rig on the market because it'll be worth easily over 1,000. Maybe at the 1,500 mark. Just from what it's got in it and how cool of a rig it is. The only drawback is the really slow hard drive. We don't need this. Shut it. Oop. Yeah, since we didn't check. Ooh, 250 watt. So that's 500 watts alone. Well, we won't... We'll mess with the tuner just a smidgen. But we won't mess with it more than halfway. And that's assuming I even take it that far. I would not take it farther than that with the... And that might even be over too much. We'll let that run. Let's make a save. Kind of makes sense now to have gone with the 8 gig ones in a way, but whatever. Even though they're not as valuable. Alright, let's go ahead and collect. Nice. Collect. Sweet. And collect. Didn't quite make it. Just shy. Hey, it's the Dynabeard marketing team. Remember us? The offer for the free trial with a 5-piece still stands. We promise we won't make it weird again. Do you ever think about us? Dynabeard, whiskers away from it all. Shut up. What's this? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Ben Arrow speaking. Well, she's a beaut, alright. I certainly don't feel like I'm just winging it anymore. Ha. And the mods. Oh, the mods. They're working a treat. The only problem is that there's an awful lot of them and I'm starting to run out of storage space. Turns out you need quite a large cargo to be able to experience the historically accurate actual weather than at any point on the globe for any time over the past century. I'm a sucker for historical accuracy, I suppose. So I was thinking, could you ever crack it open the old girl and put in an extra hard drive? I'll set aside $60 for the job. Looking forward to working with you. That's really easy. So yeah, $60 for a hard drive. And it's Seagate, right? Seagate 1 terabyte. Seagate 1 terabyte. Boom. Yeah, blue screen, so we're gonna have to turn it down wattage wise. There is technically a better way to do it. I'm just too lazy to worry about it. Alright, let's do that. That's up to me up a smidgen. Alright. Are you available to work on an upgrade on my computer? My previous PC was benchmarking 1054.5, so I want at least that. I've got to have it in 2 days. I want 2 GPUs for this build. I think I might have visited one too many times. Besides, I love some plastic white cables in there. Okay, so you have that. Okay, so if he wants dual cards, I think his problem is even bigger. Because he doesn't have the wattage to really support it. But we have 1375, so let's think this through here. He doesn't need more RAM. So let's get him a big power supply first. So power supplies, 750 will do it. But I want to just go the biggest that we can for the cheapest. 1040, 750 is at 1010. So we'll go with the 750 watt. So we have 1265. So we have $630 per graphics card. Now his motherboard Z370 is both SLI and whatever. So 630 is what we can spend. So 655. So that's okay. So that's out of the question. Unless we go with a cheaper power supply. Or we stick with what... Oh, you know what? What if we stick with what he has? Let me think this through here. We have 1375. This is only 180 watts. 180 is 360. But if we go $10 more... Oh, we're still in the 180. 1665 for $10 more. Are we getting better? 1759. Okay, that's gonna be too high. So let me think. That gives us $45 to play with. Or we go for this guy, which gives us back $20. That gives us 65. Which is enough for a 650 watt power supply. So let me make sure about that too. It gives us 65. Let's go to power supplies. Let's put in a 650 watt. Right there. Boom. With $5 to spare. I think we can do this. Boom. And we could upgrade the performance a little bit. Let's check. Hey! 8839. Highest score to date. It's already worth $1,800. It's worth $1,871. $371 more than my estimate. This is like two computers. So that $187 we spent, worth it. That's why sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and buy a part that you know you need. Because and again, sometimes it needs to be a moderate part. Not a great part, but it's just a moderately good part. Another power supply. But here's the problem now, is we don't have a motherboard. And we don't really have a processor. This was a used processor, but it came to us new. So theoretically we could use it, but we need a motherboard, we need storage, and we need a tower. So we'll be waiting a while probably for some of that stuff. Okay, so he's all squared away. New rig. I actually need a new computer. If that's possible, I'm hoping to be able to benchmark 9664. I'm going to need it in 8 days. Can you put 2 GPUs in it? I know used parts can be cheaper, but I like newest please. My brother has MSI as PC. Says they're the best sent for my phones. Okay, so this will be fun. So first things first, we are going to... His budget is $2,045. This is gonna be fun. These are more of the fun. This is more geared towards the fun builds. So 50 for the case, power supply. We could probably go with the biggest one, at least the biggest range, 850. As long as the millimeters are pretty good. So it's 150 versus 110. Yeah, we'll do it. It's $40 difference. Minus 150, but I want to check on the case. That's 160 PSU. Okay, we're good. Storage. We want the 60 gig. All right. Uh, processor. We want to go for the biggest Ryzen, I would say. That doesn't overclock. Because if we overclock our Ryzen, it's gonna eat up valuable wattage. So we're gonna go with the 1700. Boom, minus 350. Cooler, he doesn't really care, so I would be more happy with that because we were going for performance, outright performance, not bullshit performance where we have to overclock and wear out the hardware faster. Boom. Or we can go boom. Yeah, let's go that boom. Minus 210. All right, that's at 1215. So, we're starting to get to the wire here with how much we can put in here. If we go to 3600, nothing's cheap. But what can we get? Only 8 gigs, so maybe we'll only buy a single 8 gig stick. Or we backtrack a little bit here. $185. That'll make the RAM a little cheaper. What about the processor is great, but let's go down one tier, I think. One tier would be safer. 350 to 260. So boom. So let's say we do that. Now there's a reason I'm actually bringing some of this down. I want to see if I have a memory that's not been... Okay, it's all used. All right. Memory is going to be 3200 for sure. 3200, at least 8 gig. That puts us at 1220, so that's $620 a piece. The only thing we could really save on is the power supply. And I think we did probably go a hair too big on the power supply. So let's get rid of the 850. So that gives us back $150. But we're still going to use pretty much that. Where's the cheapest 750? Right there. So that's 1260. That's 630. It's still not enough money. So what if we went with a 650 watt? That gives us 1310. That'll do it. With these guys, right? 1310 is all we have left. Minus 665. Oops. Yes! Minus 655. Oh, snap. 3-4. Boom. Got it. Alright, that should do it. Though the 650 watts barely enough to get there. But we won't be able to do much overclocking. Alright. PC super slow right now, Jan. I won't be happy if I can't get it to benchmark at least 5596. Any 16 gigs of RAM, can you get it done in 8 days? I was on PC beta the other day. So awesome plastic orange. I believe we have that, but we'll check just in case. Yes, we do. Okay. Don't try to pass off any used stuff. We accept. 455 is our budget, which isn't much. So, what is he benchmarking at? He's already benchmarking at 5596, little prick. So here's what we'll do. He has a 750 watt power supply. He has room for a GTX 970. So let's put in that. GTX 970. And what does he have specific? 100 ME. So that's 280. It's 280. He has 175 to go. We want 16 gigs of RAM for 175. What's the speed that he's got at? Pfft, garbage. So we could just go with 2400 at 16 gigs. Whoop. 16. And we'll buy him something fancy. That way we can easily tell it apart. Boop. Minus 135. So he's got a 16 gigs of RAM, and he's got a dual. He can dual his video card, so that's done. And he just cares about the cabling. While that's going, oh, we don't have anything to work with. Okay, so that's good. In transit, whiteboard. In transit, in transit. More RAM, yay. That, which we've done. Okay, so let's buy this for tomorrow. We've got our case, right? How many builds do we have? Okay, we're good. Alright, so boom. Power down. And let's make it a brand new day. Boom. Let's do this. A few things in here that we did not order. So so those three things. Cool. So we have another power supply, more RAM, and a case fan. Power up. This dude was first. Build was second. Starting from the top down, by the way. And the pilot's dude's one's really easy, so we'll do his last. This is not a bad card. You just need a power supply. And since that's not actually impossible for us to accomplish anymore, we'll take it. And one more day for that. Alright, let's open her up here. Plastic orange cables. Yeah, because your rig looks pretty lame. Plastic orange plane. Let's go ahead and open this. And we still got some other cables plugged in. That's right. We're not taking stuff off the rig. We're just... I don't know why I took the video card out again, but it can't take me... And we're taking this RAM stick out because we have a new one to put in. So, memory... Boom. Plug it all in. Let's make sure it boots correctly. Okay, so this idiot has it plugged into the wrong hard drive anyway. And then we need to put this in. And check for the usual suspects. Alright, this is the build. Two cards. Well, hopefully we can do it. 3D Mark Advanced. Storage. Boom. And GPU tuner just in case. Though we shouldn't need it. Alright. Get this going. Get to it. I think everything's in there, so let's go ahead and plug everything in. Right on the money, too. Let's get the RAM set right. Plastic white cables on that one. This guy had dual cards as well. And he also had a new power supply. GPU tuner. Not sure how I ended up with a spare. Probably missed something again. Oh well. Or forgot to take. You know what? I know what it was. I forgot to take one out. It's alright. This one is it done? Yes. We'll come back to that in a second. I want to get this one kind of going here. $45 over? Oh, that's right. We didn't need the 750 watt because it wasn't going to work. Hold on. And I didn't. I thought I took it out, but I guess I didn't. Wait a minute. Something needs to go in there. Sure the RAM is set. Let's just get these off and get this out of here. Boom, power down. And for this one, let's experiment with a little boost. We'll see how it does. This guy just wants a hard drive, which is simple enough. And we'll We'll do the usual testing on it. Run it. Alright, we got it all running. We'll do a save right now because we'll turn something in. And we get custom water cooling, which is very intricate, and I've not done a lot with it, so... but it'll be fun to learn. But really quick, let's go to Shop, Tools, and I think it's the last two things we've not bought yet. That guy. Oh, and we're buying that. Oh, yes, we're buying that. Bam! The auto cabling tool. Boom! Sorry, Miss Jackson, but I am for real. And yeah, we're back down to 86.53, but that's okay. When we get these rigs done, we'll kind of earn that back. So we're really just waiting for these guys to get done. New PC, need repairs, upgrades for my rig. So cool. What did we unlock? Custom water cooling, which I'll talk about as we need to do it. AMD Radeon RX Vega 56 GPUs. So so these are the weird video cards I don't quite understand. Auto cabling tool, which we bought. All right, and so look at all of that. All the liquid stuff, I believe. And all the liquid cooling stuff, which we won't utilize until we start getting into some of the crazier upgrade stuff, and that'll make sense later, trust me. Alright, this guy is, we know this is done. And since it's on a super speed, we'll just sit here and wait for it to finish. Alright, let's shut her down and get her out of here. 1172 and 11136. So these guys are done. Oh yeah, we'll just make sure we did it within their budgets. $0 remaining. Bam, baby. Tough actin' Tenactin. And we're going to get paid big time for these guys. Because each of these was over $1,000 of funding. So, yeah. And this one had $5 remaining. And he had the cabling thing, so we'll have to look into that and make sure we're good there, too. But we could dump the 750 watt power supply on somebody, so that's not a problem. We need to see what we accidentally bought too much of. I need to figure that out really quickly. And we'll save again before we profit on these, just to be safe. Collect. Collect. So what the hell happened here? MSI. Okay, so here's one of the few times that I do this, guys. Main menu. Load this one. He wanted MSI parts. Okay. Well, that means we're going to end up with... Okay, who was this? Build. It was this guy. Pretty sure it was this guy. We'll collect on these because we know that's fine. He wanted MSI. Okay, so I did not do that. I put in EVGA, which was more expensive. And his 3D Mark score was lower. So here's what we're going to do. I done goofed. So we'll fix this right now. Let's find the 655 cards here. The dollar cards here. So this is what I bought him. Now he had 0 money left over. So what is in the rig right now that we can get a few bucks back? The solid state power supply. We have to go with a mechanical. If I want to do 2 of these, even though the performance is lower though, and then in order to get up there, I'd have to do a lot more. So we over exceeded what he needed anyway. So let's do 2 of these, and we'll do 1 of these. It's gonna be a slower process, but it'll meet what he wanted. It's the first time I've actually had to restart the game now that I'm thinking about it. So they need to cut the shit. So custom water cooling parts are in their own area. That's all that they're trying to tell you. Storage, boom. And now we don't have to cable anything anymore because it'll do it for us, which is kind of cool. So we're going to be out about $1,500 in video cards, though. We're going to try to pawn them off to anybody we can. Boot up. We have to be able to do it with this rig. That's the only thing. Alright, let that do its thing, because this is going to be slow as crap. So at least we can start doing this. Alright. $11.55 is our new budget for this new rig. $11.55. So we'll get the parts for these computers and then figure the rest out. We're going to need to put in 3D Mark and the other software here. Okay, we have a solid state already going. So we have the solid state. We have some other things going. Let me just make sure we're in budget. $20 remaining. Okay. New and GPU tuner. Alright, so cases. So minus 50. We're going to go with a 550. No, it's $5. Not going to save anything. Minus 60. We've got the storage, so minus 60. Graphics card. We'll come back to that. We accept this, of course. He wants team group. That's fine. I need to read the rest of that. Sorry, I'm so distracted by this failure here that I'm not thinking clearly. Let me just check those video cards we just bought too for their power usage. No, they're the same, so that's fine. Alright, Counter-Strike source. Minimum specs. Alright. It's Ryzen. Now, here's what we're going to do. Because we have this $655 thing that we got to kind of cover, we could go pretty cheap on this guy. Counter-Strike source. So we need a 1400. We're probably not going to get there though. $10 cooling. Now he wants team gear or whatever. Let me double check here. My friends that you work with, will you be able to build me a new computer? I'd love it if I could finally play Counter-Strike source. Can you get that done in 2 days? I read the team group parts are really good. Don't pass any stuff. I want all this stuff. All right, that's fine. So 10 is fine. Murderbird. We could go to this, but you're only saving $10. So minus 110. Memory. He wants team. Now we can put in team. All the same. If we go with a 4 gig, that gives us $655. Oh my god. Isn't that the cost of the graphics card? I think so. So, yeah, that'll work. Upgrades for my rig. Are you available to upgrade my computer? 665. Performance-wise, can you aim for a benchmark of 4493? Can you put in 16 gigs of memory? Okay, so we can't use our new card. I worry about used parts. I won the other day some plastic green cables. Do we actually have green plastic cables? Yes. We accept. So you want... Okay, so team 8 gig 24. for the memory. 24, 8 gig, 24 black. What's the? It's 665 minus. RGB Delta 2, 8 gig, 2400. RGB Delta 2, 8 gig. So that's minus 80. This is 585. Let's check the other computer really quick. Alright, now it's done. Which we're going to save again before we turn it in. But we got there. With $20 remaining. Haul. You need to put those... No, I'm not. I'm being a bit of a dick by saying that. Alright. That's done. Yay. Okay, what were we doing? Okay, we got him the RAM. Let me turn in this one. Bam. Okay. What else can we upgrade here? The video card is pretty, and the processor are both equally terrible. What is he at before? 3309. And he wants a pretty substantial upgrade here. I would say that our best bet is to go with a big video card. Graphics card. And we have 585 to burn. Now, the only thing I didn't check was... Okay, yeah, we can't put in dual cards. So, 585. What about this? Let me see here. The Vega 56. That's it. It's a pretty beastly card to be up this high already on its own. So you know what? We're gonna add it. I don't see any issues. It's a wattage drainer though. What's the? It's too much of a wattage drain. At 210 plus the processor, I don't think so. 51 watt. It's too much. It's too much wattage. I mean, we could try it, but it's a risk. It's a big risk because of the wattage. The wattage is so high. And we shouldn't need something this high to get that number. So let's go with if we go lower. No, let's just go with this one at 150 watt right here. Which leaves us with $30 left. And I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I want to go with that big one, but we don't. That computer did not have the wattage. It's a trap. Can't believe my PC broke. Can you figure out what's wrong with it? I kicked the PC by accident, of course. Do you think you can get it done by tomorrow? My brother has Gigabyte in his PC, says they're the best. I worry about used parts. That's what you have in your rig. AX370, or AX whatever, 370 gaming. 185, yoink. We accept. So we've got everything here that we need to do in order to work for the next day. We're going to get about $1,200 in labor, which is always good, and so on. So, here's the itinerary, guys. Let me go ahead and buy these parts and make it the next day. That way we're good with everything there. Buy now. Boom. Out. 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 We'll power down. Alright, let's make it the next day here. End day. We've got some RAM and a power supply. Still not getting processors and motherboards though. Oh no, that's a motherboard for what we're building. Yeah, we need to get some motherboards coming in and some storage. We might have to buy some if we want to get rid of more parts. Power. Let's just have these guys set up, I say. I just forget which one. Let's do this too. Buy case. Ooh, that's nice. Nice. And we can collect on these two guys. Yoink, yoink. Didn't make a ton of money on them, but that's fine. We didn't spend a lot either, I don't think. Who's the new PC? Okay, the new PC is on the end here. And then these guys go up here. Boop. And boop. Okay. So, we've pretty much got our work sorted out for us. We've got some cabling to do. And we've got a build. We're going to dump off one of our accidentally purchased video cards on this dude here. And then we'll have one more left. And then we've got the repairs on these guys that we've got to do. But at least we're going to get caught back up monetarily with the video card debacle. So we'll get caught up on that. Coming up next, we've got another 1, 2, 3 build requests. This is probably just a thank you. Yeah, we'll read that before we're done. And then we got a request. So we've got 3 new builds and a request upgrade. Marvelous work. There's life in the old girl yet. Just seen a mod that accurately models volumetric clouds down to the particle level, but looks like it needs one of those super duper tartan SLI graphics cards. We'll get back to you once I've got the funds together. So obviously he's going to want a beastly card in there. Anyway, so yeah, we've got some new builds, a bunch of new builds coming up. Curious to the budgets, but that might be a good chance for us to dump off the 750 watt power supply on somebody, as well as dump off the that extra video card that we've got. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTartStudios for more Let's Plays, tabletop board game action, and blind playthroughs as well. And if you want to support the YouTube channel, you can support it there on Twitch with a subscription. We have a donation tab. We have all kinds of neat little things that tools to help our channel grow. So check that out at www.jacktartstudios. Or no, I'm sorry, www.twitch.tv/JackTartStudios. Definitely check it out. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.